Hey, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another Pokemon Go video. In this video, I'm going to be showing all of you how to catch Dialga consistently using excellent throws. Now, I'm sure by now most of you guys do know how to use the circle lock method, but just in case you don't, I've actually gone ahead and made it its own separate video. So if you do still need to reference it, there will be a link at the end of the video as well as in the description below. But our main focus for this video is actually going to be the timing of your throws in regards to landing those consistent excellent throws on Dialga. So Dialga actually is a little bit tricky in regards to that, but as far as everything else goes, it's pretty easy for the most part to land the excellent throws. And so you really shouldn't have too much trouble, but again, the timing can be kind of tricky, so that is what we're going to be mainly focusing on. And so before we go ahead and get started, as always, if you guys do enjoy this video and find it helpful, feel free to hit that like button down below. As always, I'd really appreciate it. And if you guys are new to the channel, consider subscribing for more Pokemon Go content like this. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. So first off, I just want to go ahead and go over these circle size very briefly to give you guys an idea of where you want to set up. For Dialga, it is going to be incredibly easy to land those excellent throws regarding the circle size range, because you can actually set up right about there, and that should be more than enough to land those excellent throws. You really don't need to go smaller than that, so you have a pretty wide hitbox to get those excellent throws on. So just make sure to keep that in mind when you are setting up for your excellent range. And now with that being done, let's go ahead and move on over to the next part of the video, which is going to be the throwing pattern, and then after that we're going to expand a little bit more into the timing. So as always, guys, you want to wait until that attack animation starts to start winding up your Pokeball, and then pretty much when Dialga brings its head back up, that is when you want to release the Pokeball. This will ultimately make contact with the excellent range, not exactly when it reappears, but when Dialga actually goes back to its full position. So as you guys can see on screen right now, Dialga is actually in the process of moving all the way back up, and the range actually reappears in the middle of when it's going all the way back up. So if you aim for that excellent range right as it reappears, you're gonna end up undershooting your throw, mainly because the position of the excellent range is also moving at the same time. I know that in a lot of throwing tutorials I've gone over that you want to make sure that you're landing those excellent throws right as the range reappears to avoid the double attack animation, but for Pokemon like Dialga, for Pokemon like Lugia, you actually have to wait a little bit longer because you want to make sure that you land those excellent throws in a very consistent spot. You don't want to be doing it, right as that range reappears, because it's still in the process of finishing off its attack animation. So that is something that unfortunately you do have to deal with, because it can double attack you right after. When you're going for that throw, there's a couple seconds there where it could just start the double attack animation and there's nothing you can really do about it. But this is the safest way to land those excellent throws, because if you throw it when that range reappears, you're more than likely going to miss it because that range is in the process of moving as well. So again, this is where the timing comes into it. You just want to wait until it kind of starts moving its head back up, and that is the exact time that you want to release that Pokeball. Just throw it straight down the middle. It's pretty self-explanatory, guys. This isn't one that's actually that difficult to land, mainly because the circle size for Dialga is so big. But with that being said, let's go ahead and watch everything together one more time to kind of give you guys a good idea of how exactly you want to be doing this. So right away, we're going to start off with Dialga doing the attack animation. That is when you want to start winding up your Pokeball, and then as soon as Dialga brings its head back up, you want to throw the Pokeball straight down the middle, and that will ultimately land on the excellent range, not exactly when that range reappears, but when Dialga goes up to its full position. And that's basically all there is to it, guys. I definitely believe that most of the time people watch these throwing tutorial videos, it is a timing issue that they're kind of having trouble with, because, for example, Dialga is a pretty easy Pokemon to get excellent throws on, but if you don't have the timing down, you're going to end up missing quite a bit. And so kind of breaking it down, showing you guys exactly where you want to throw and how you want to throw, it can be a very, very simple process to some, but to some others, it might actually be kind of difficult at first. But again, practice makes perfect. Watch these examples over as many times as you need to. I've included plenty of visual examples for you guys to watch over, a couple of slow-mos in there as well to give you guys a better idea of how things are going down. And I'm fully confident that most of you guys will get this down very, very fast and become pros at this in no time. This isn't really a difficult legendary raid boss to land the excellent throws on. It's mainly just about the timing, and if you can get that down, you're pretty much golden. And so I definitely recommend getting your hands on a couple of Dialga. They're going to be very, very useful in the future. They are meta relevant, so definitely go out there and raid as much as you can right now while everyone is interested. I know raids tend to die down a little bit more in the future, and there is a good possibility that we could get shiny Rayquaza later on this month, and so you definitely want to make sure that you are raiding Dialga right now, so that when shiny Rayquaza comes out and everyone kind of switches gears, you won't have to worry about catching this guy anymore. So definitely recommend doing that, but aside from that, guys, that's basically gonna do it for this video. I don't have too much else to say. I hope you all did find it helpful and informative. If you did, feel free to hit that like button down below. As always, I'd really appreciate it. And if you guys do want to see more Pokemon Go content like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button for future videos. And I will see you all real soon in the next one.